Joffrey, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Catch you just coming out of some of the fitness testing?
Yeah, right off the bike right now, so I'm a little tired. But
we don't have a cool down towel for you or anything, but I appreciate you taking a chance to talk to the fans a little bit. Maybe you can give them a player's perspective of what it's like to go through some of the tests today before you hit the ice tomorrow.
I mean, it's no one's favorite day of the year. Obviously, we want to just get out there and play, but it's one of those things. It's a necessary evil. So I feel a lot better right now than when I got here this morning. So I'm happy to be done. And I mean, everyone's looking forward to tomorrow and then getting the games going next week.
Players these days cannot. It seems like very little take time off. The off season, you do have some time to yourself, but for the most part, it's quite filled with training, I would imagine. Are there things you do to prepare yourself for, today specifically? Or is it more of a broad scheme?
It's a little more broad. I mean, you want to prepare yourself for the ice, number one. I mean, you could just train for these bike tests that we do, but after I've been in the league a while now, and you start to realize what things seem to help you as a player. I do a little bit more of like short sprinting and explosive training like that. But I mean, everyone, as they progress in their career, finds their own way to prepare themselves. But I would say more so you're preparing yourself for game one of the regular season more than you are for the fitness testing.
We mentioned the hard work part of the summer. Did you have a chance to relax? Was there something that you do to at least take a break from it all?
Oh yeah, there was I had a pretty good summer, a little longer than it's been in past years. So a couple times I found myself definitely a couple times I found myself wanting to get back and get back to practice and everything. But I played some golf and just had a relaxing summer. Visited with some friends and family, and it was nice. But I'm happy to be back here now, and it's time to get going again.
People happy to have you back as well, because we're getting questions already and haven't even seen you on the ice yet this season as we tap in once again to mapleleafs.com and our live chat with Matt. Matt will pose you a question and hopefully we can get an answer to it.
Thanks, Joffrey, for doing this. There's quite a few questions coming in already for you. So Don C. wants to know, how are you feeling physically compared to previous years? You weren't injured this summer, so you probably got a chance to work out and everything. Yeah,
I mean, I feel better this year than I have in years past. I mean, last year I didn't get to have a training camp, and as much as we joke around about how we don't like training camp and it's the worst time of the year, I mean, it helps you to get used to your teammates, get yourself up to speed. So last year I kind of came in December and had to play catch up. So just that fact right there, being at a full training camp, getting used to line mates, new teammates, that should put me ahead of the 8 ball. But physically, I also feel a lot better. Just having the 5 months off and doing some training and working on some different things. This summer I was doing some yoga and Pilates and things that I'd never done before in the past to just kind of strengthen the area in the core and back. And I feel great. I can't stress that enough about how excited I am just to feel 100% again.
That's awesome, Matt. Do we have another one quickly?
Yeah, somebody was asking her. White Leaf 55 said, last year you played with Phil Kessel and Tyler Bozak when you got here. Do you feel comfortable playing with Phil, or what do you expect your role to be this year?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what training camp's for, right there. Obviously, Phil and I had some success at the end of last year, so I would assume we're going to have the opportunity at training camp to play together. But again, it's a competition, and this year on this team, I'll tell you, there's a lot of guys competing for not a lot of jobs. We got some young guys coming up that I'm sure everyone wants to play kind of in that first line left wing spot. So I expect it to be very competitive, and that's good for not only myself but for everyone.
Joff, thanks, Matt. And as we continue to invite everybody to stay interactive with us today, joined by Joffrey Lupul, as we speak, live streaming online at mapleleafs.com. You mentioned new players and getting adjusted and getting used to some of the new teammates. As a player that was, not always in Toronto, what's it like coming to this team, this city, this franchise, for players that did that not that long ago this offseason?
Yeah, I think it'll be, for some of these guys, a real breath of fresh air. I think it was for myself, coming from a a place like Anaheim, which I liked a lot, and that's kind of where I go back in the off season. But to come to a place that's on the exact opposite end of the spectrum as far as hockey goes was exciting for me to get here and feel the energy of the city and the fans, and it kind of re-energizes you. And I think for maybe a guy like Connolly, who's been in Buffalo a long time, as long as I can remember, I think it's nice to go somewhere new and see some new faces and be part of a new community. And I mean, just speaking from my experience, I mean, it was a real breath of fresh air, and hopefully for those guys, they feel the same way.
One more before we let you go. There are a lot of preseason games coming up. How important is it for players to be able to, I know there's quite a few in a short stretch, but at least try to find some chemistry or get back out in a game style rather than just scrimmaging at camp?
Yeah, I think we only have 2 days at the start here where we're scrimmaging, and that's fine with me and probably most of the guys. I mean, it's not as much fun playing against your own guys and going out there and hitting them and banging them around, but getting in the exhibition's fun. You get some fans in the stands, and I know everyone doesn't dress for every game, but it's important in the games that you do dress to try and get out there and get up to full speed, so when the puck drops on October 6th or whatever it is, to make sure we're ready.
Well, the fans will be ready to see you. I know lots of well wishes already, and thanks very much for stopping by to talk to us and them already this morning, Joffrey.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much.